Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Gwen and welcome to Gwen's Oasis of Serenity. So today I just wanted to share with you some of the Hoyas that are really bringing me a lot of joy currently. They are doing so well and I really wanted to share the joy. So first I would like to start with my AH001 Kalimantan. I have had this plant for about 2 years and I experienced a lot of dormancy with it in the beginning, but it has recently started to really grow and give me some really large leaves and I am so happy with it. So if you see, the leaves are really long, very veiny, nice shade of green, and it's giving me longer and longer leaves, guys. Look at how long this leaf is. If you can see, really beautiful veiny Hoya. And what I do, I do not have this one on a trellis, so I simply wrap the vines around and hold them in place with some butterfly clips, and it's doing really well. I'm growing this one in my garage. Really beautiful. So next I would like to share my Hoya calistophylla. Guys, it looks similar to the Kalimantan in that the leaves are very veiny, but they are not as long, and it's a more compact plant. If you can see, really nice veiny leaves as well. Also, the leaves are a lot firmer than the Kalimantan. So I've had this one for quite a few years. I have chopped and propagated it quite a few times, and it's really doing well, really well. One of my faves. Hoya calistophylla. Up next, I have my Hoya Michelle Splash, guys. This plant is absolutely gorgeous. Look at those leaves, guys. The only thing I do not like about this plant is it tends to grow quite a lot of vine with no leaves before the leaves finally come in, which can be sometimes it doesn't always look quite pleasing, but these leaves, and the leaves are quite big. Look at my hands, really large leaves. So I have her on this DIY circular trellis, which I simply made out of metal wire, nice thick wire that stays firmly in place. And I placed 2 holes in the side of the pot, and I use a pliers and I just bent them in and stuck them in there and made this trellis. Really beautiful. And it also has some nice flashing on the leaves as well, if you can see. Really nice plant. So this is my Hoya Michelle Splash. So I will just rest this one right here. And the next up, I have my Hoya latifolia Sarawak. This one is absolutely beautiful as well. Really large leaves. The thing with this particular plant is that I could not get it to grow at all. It grew to this point and then it just did nothing for probably an entire year. So I decided that I needed to beef up my watering and fertilizing with this one because even though the leaves are quite large and they're pretty thick, pretty firm leaves, I realized that it likes to be watered. So I started watering it regularly and I also fertilized it with a balanced fertilizer often, and then it really took off. So right here, these three leaves came out almost at the same time. If you can see, they're much shinier than the rest of the leaves and quite large as well. If you look at my hands, really, really nice, really nice. This is a must-have in any Hoya collection. Hoya latifolia sarawak. Okay, and the next plant I would love to show you is my Hoya SP Germany. Guys, look at this. Ah, I am so in love with this plant. This is a new leaf, still very soft. And when I started fertilizing my plants, I realized that I started getting bigger and bigger leaves. So this was one of the older leaves, and then it started giving me leaves like this size. And then this one right here, oh my gosh, it's one of the larger. I mean, look at the difference in the size between this one and this one. Really, really nice. Hoya SP Germany, guys. Very easy to care for. I grow all my Hoyas in a chunky mix and I water when dry. I do not have my plants on any really tight watering schedule. I just water them when it's dry. So sometimes when it's very rainy, they tend to dry out a lot slower. So I always check the soil before I water to avoid rot. Hoya SP Germany. And the last plant I want to share with you today is really special to me. I love to experiment, and because I grow all my plants outside, with the exception of these few that I have behind me, I have a lot of insects passing through my garden, and from time to time, flowers would get pollinated. So I became very curious and I decided to try some of the seeds. So I took some seeds off, and guys, I did this so long ago. At the time, I did not document which plant I got this particular seeds from. However, the plants, quite a number of them catch on and they grew quite well. But this particular seedling showed some really nice splashing. So I decided to single it out and I placed it on a trellis. And guys, let me show you this. Guys, can you see the size of these leaves? Oh my gosh. Look at the size of these leaves on this baby. This plant is probably, I would say, more than 2 years old. But can you appreciate how beautiful this plant is? And like the others, when I started fertilizing this plant, I started getting some really, really nice large leaves. The leaves are really nice and shiny. This right here is the absolute joy and pride of my Hoya collection because I grew it from a seed. Oh my goodness. And I have this one also on a circular trellis, just like the one I showed earlier that I made with the wet metal. Really simple to make and it serves the purpose really well. Yep. So this right here is the pride and joy of my collection, and I really, really wanted to share it with you. So, guys, in my collection, I have, I would say, almost 200 varieties of Hoyas. So, as time go by, I would be sharing with you some of them that I really, really enjoy. They are not all growing as well. I have lost some along the way, as all plant enthusiasts do, because it's a journey and it's a learning process. But it's one that I enjoy thoroughly. So, thank you so much for joining me today on my mini Hoya tour, and I will be sharing more and more with you as time goes by. So, guys, have a wonderful week ahead as I come to the end of my sharing today. Bye, guys.